She's also agreed to make a short 10-minute presentation bringing on the correlation between the Global Innovation Index and
their state governments as well online. So this is an important, pretty important initiative. We're going to get sort of global angle on this as well soon in the presentation. But as we all know, there are some very rapid transitions happening globally. The climate crisis, the economic story, the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. So that's at a global level, but it has its impact nationally as well. And this particular initiative, I think, is quite important when you're looking at the overall growth story nationally of India, where innovation is going to play a very important role in driving inclusive growth. And I think the NITI team, I joined just a week ago, but from my sort of preliminary understanding, the NITI team together with the Institute of Competitiveness, I think they have really worked with all of you, the ministries, the state governments, I think in a very inclusive manner to come out with this innovation index, which the Honorable Vice Chairman will be releasing shortly. But let me just take you through, there's excellent work going on in all states, and my sense is from
and a big welcome, of course, to all our colleagues from the NITI Aayog. We have Dr. Rajiv Kumar Singh sitting here. We have our DMBO colleagues, Dr. Chintan Vaishnav is here, and all colleagues from the S&T vertical. And so, most importantly, Dr. Amit Kapoor, who is our knowledge partner, and he is the chair of the India Competitiveness Index, and he is also supported by his.
It was a fairly humongous exercise, and of course, it took us a little over 12 months this time over. There was a pandemic situation and things, but then at the end of the day, we are now able to get insights into states which are far deeper than the previous index. There's a very clear categorization of states that have happened, because if you really look at it from a spatial point of view, we cannot compare Maharashtra with, say, another smaller state or a northeast state, or we cannot compare it to hilly states, because Maharashtra would behave very differently from an innovation perspective than if you really compare it to, say, Chandigarh or whatever. So we have done a very clear categorization of states, and that makes the index very robust and gives us far deeper insights. This also helps us in really pushing forward in terms of really giving policy solutions as well, if we do the right categorization. And then, of course, the idea was to really look at the analysis and computation. This time over, what we have done is we have made a little change over the last year. What we have started doing for calculating scores is that we have started looking at the world's best as the parameter, or as the thing that we have to look at. So the utopias are the world's best. So what we are trying to, you might see a certain change in scores, but that is because we are comparing India to the world's best outcomes that we are actually seeing across different sets of countries. And this was something that we saw within the World Intellectual Property Organization's index as well. So it really helps us in really achieving or comparing as to how we are really performing across the world.
Actually, due to the launch of the India Innovation Index, and also to Kamala for achieving the #1 slot. I think it's relatively impressive as well how you pushed the analysis this year far beyond just the rankings. We just had a presentation which talked about the efficiency ratios and also the quest to push various states to the frontier.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
And he came in power, 2014 onwards, gave a major push to the innovation ecosystem of the country. And as a result, Atal Innovation Mission was set up in the NITI Aayog, which has played a major stellar role in empowering children in schools with adult thinking labs, universities recognizing the power of entrepreneurship and provide critical support through incubation and expertise. That is what has happened. And every sector of the industry has today made it a point to collaborate with startups and innovative entrepreneurs. The results which have been brought out today speak for themselves. We are now home to the world's one of the largest startup ecosystem, ranging from unmanned drones in defense, data-led decision making in agriculture. India today has almost about 750 R&D centers which are run by multinational companies. Huge success of these R&D centers in outsourcing innovation to their parent companies is evident, and Indians have shown great aptitude and skill for innovation.